And here we have our three Arctic foxes. Two girls and a guy. They're named Floki, Manu, and Wallo. And a lot of people think that wolverines, they look like small bears, and I definitely see it, but they're actually in the same family as weasels and mink and otters, and they're the biggest in this family. And a wolverine can weigh somewhere between 12 to 18 kilograms, so you know, like a medium-sized dog. And even though they're not a small bear, they still do some of the same stuff that bears do. So, for example, they like to eat dead animals, just like the bears. So a lot of the times out in nature, they'll follow wolf packs and just eat their leftovers, because that's easier than hunting. But they can also hunt, and when they do, it's typically for reindeer. And these guys, they aren't quite as quick as the lynx, so they can't really chase down a reindeer the same way a lynx can. But what they can do is they can run for quite a long time. So they can just follow a reindeer until it gets too tired. But they can also ambush them by sitting in a tree and just waiting, and then jumping down on a reindeer when it passes under. And that might seem a little crazy because a reindeer is like 10 times the size of a wolverine, but they are very strong. They have very strong jaws, and just like with all the other animals, he gets a variety of different meats, but typically it's goat or lamb. Boa! Ja, kom da! Se her! She's part of a pack of 4 wolves. We have 2 packs, and she's part of the first one. But she's in this part of the enclosure on her own because she doesn't do very well with the other 3. So yeah, she's bottom of the hierarchy in her pack, and that's why she lives in here. And right now we're giving her some medicine as well. She has some joint issues, and that's why I go all the way up to the gate to feed her. And of course we have to go feed the rest of the wolf pack as well. They're just up on the other side of the hill.
Magen, bitte nicht, bitte Magen.
But if you do want to help me, what you have to do is you have to take your hands and then you take your thumbs and put them under your chin, and then you form a funnel in front of your mouth, and then you look. It's got to be 43.5 degrees into the air. 42, that's not enough, and 45 is a little too much. 43.5, that's the sweet spot, that's what works. And then you take a deep breath and you do your best wolf howl. The longer it is, 2, 1.
Mình hỏi cặp đó.
Mana?
Brother, get him up. Here, come down. Here, go, Ben. Hi, Ben. Ben, ja. Ja, Ben. Ja, varsågod.
đi bán về một ta phải một hai một mới giống lớn để lớn
ไม่กล้าเข้ามาไม่เห็นคนคงจะตกวันนึง15 โลhoppas.
Kapal bớt rồi. Thế là đi phải kapal bớt.
รู้แล้วว่าเราดูเดินหนีเดี๋ยวมันเยอะเนี่ยมันมองเรานะเนี่ยคน
But one of the 7 in here is still asleep in their winter sleep.
5 ตัวด้วยตรงนี้2 ตัวตรงนี้เลย
Trul! Kom da! Ah, han kommer der. Fint. Hej Truls! Cool.
ตัวนู้นตัวสุดท้ายมาช้า
So we have 9 bears here in the park. We have 7 in the enclosure here behind me. Then we have 2 over on the other side that will feed afterwards. But one of the 7 in here is still asleep in their winter sleep. And up here they can sleep for 6 months of the year. So
6 months?
6 months, yep. So he's an old guy, but in nature they can actually live to be up to 30. And in captivity they can live to be as old as 50. So we hope he has a lot of good years still. He's still doing very well and a healthy guy.
One more. They have only 6.
Yes.
Only 6.
The last one. Say head up. Janne.
Normally they will sharing or they just cook.
They'll take a piece each, and hopefully they won't fight over it. Falder, du kan ikke få dem alle sammen. Then they'll eat dead animals that have died through the winter. In summer they'll also eat sheep and reindeer. Sometimes they eat moose. And then in autumn they'll eat a lot of berries and fruits